All right. What is going on, all you holotable heroes? It's your boy Itachi, and this is Itachi Gaming. And welcome back to another SWGOH Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. And today, my friends, we're actually going to be talking about top 10 characters or top 10 squads for Grand Arena. So as you're getting ready for your first Grand Arena, these are just some characters that you should be really focusing on and towards moving towards Grand Arena in level 85. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. We'll go into the game real quick. I'm going to show you guys my account. So I'm at level 67, and so we're not at Grand Arena yet. You got to be level 85, but Grand Arena is going to bring you some fun and exciting things. If you've been able to go in and do territory wars, which is going on right now, you have to set defenses, squads, and ships. And Grand Arena is going to be very similar. It's just a singular, I shouldn't say singular, but more of a personal territory war. So it's you versus another player. You're going to set up squads and ships. Now, typically when you're first getting into Grand Arena, you'll probably just have to set squads before you start setting ships, depending on your galactic power. And if you guys don't know, your galactic power shows here on your character screen. Mine is 153,000 right now. And so there's different tiers that you'll be setting for Grand Arena based off your galactic power. Your galactic power is a culmination between stars, gear level, and ability levels that you have along with your ships. And those combined are going to give you your galactic power, better known as GP. And then in Grand Arena, you're going to get matched up against players with similar galactic power, and you're going to face off against them. So let's get right into it. I've come up with 10 squads, 10 teams for you to be focusing on to actually farm. So we'll go from 10 to 1, so 10 through 6, and then we'll do 5 through 1. So starting off with number 10 is going to be Phoenix. And Phoenix, my friends, is a big team that you should actually be going after right off the bat of the game. Very easy to play, very easy to actually farm. As you guys see here, I've got 2 out of the 5 already at 7 stars. I've got Ezra and Chopper already at 6 stars, and then Hera at 5 stars. I'm currently farming her. So if we go back over here, as you can see, they're going to be the first team you're going to want to actually really farm for in the game. And you can see these top 10 squads are going to have an overall arching theme. They're going to revolve around some of the better ships that are in the game, as well as some good entry-level defensive and offensive teams. Now, Phoenix tends to be typically better on defense, but they may actually be your best squad. So you actually may want to use them for offense for your first Grand Arena. It's really up to you. But these guys, 7 stars, right around gear 10, maybe gear 11. They do pilot, so there's a total of 6 of them. I don't have Sabine on here. This is actually the better defensive squad with Hera, Ezra, Kanan, Zeb, and Chopper. And so with these guys, setting them on defense is a good way to go. If you don't know how this team works, Hera essentially takes their unique abilities and spreads it across the entire team, Hera being in the leadership slot. All right, moving on to number 9. Number 9 is going to be Bounty Hunters. And so we got Boba Fett here, Cad Bane, Dengar, Greedo, and IG-88. And my friends, this is who you're going to want to use these guys probably more so on offense, maybe defense, just depending. Yes, there is a better Bounty Hunter team, but this is going to be a good starter team for you. Now, the good thing is Boba Fett, Cad Bane, and IG-88 all have ships that are going to be necessary to be able to unlock Han's Millennium Falcon. So you're going to want to work on those 3 anyway, getting them to about gear 10, gear 11. Gear 11 unlocks all of their crew abilities, but you're going to want to start off with this team in Bounty Hunters. Dengar, easy to farm out of your guild shop, guild store. And the other ones are going to be fairly easy to get pretty quickly. Greedo and Cad Bane. Greedo's actually in your squad shipments, and then Cad Bane over in your Galactic War shipments. And so these are going to be the next team you really want to farm. They're also going to be great for things like Credit Heist and the Training Droids event that happen monthly, so that you can build up your credits and those training droids necessary to continuously actually keep up your characters, right? So to be able to train those characters. So that's going to be the next team is Bounty Hunters. Let's head on to number 8 is going to be the characters needed for Beskar Mando. Now, a lot of people may be like, I don't know about this particular team, but let me talk about this for a minute. For one, Quill actually has a very good Imperial ship on it that does not require a pilot. So as you're farming his node, you need him plus the ship. We've talked about a lot getting into farming nodes that are multi-beneficial with having ships as well as character shards attached to them. So Quill's going to be one of those. Mando and Grief Karga are actually very, very good in the game for bounty hunters, to be completely honest with you. And this would probably help you out with your bounty hunters with being able to go through and get original trilogy Chewbacca. So that's a legendary event. And but overall, these guys are going to be fairly decent. Probably going to be used more on offense than defense in Grand Arena. Once you get Beskar Mando unlocked, and he's a 5-star unlock. It's a normal legendary event. And so once you get him unlocked, you may want to actually place them on defense. It's going to be hard for newer players to actually get around this team, especially once you add in Beskar Mando. All right, going up to number 7. We've got Basilan-led Jedi, and it's Basilan plus 4 Galactic Republic Jedi. So Basilan, Ahsoka Tano, Mace Windu, Plo Koon, and Jedi Knight Anakin. Now, those 4 from the Galactic Republic, Ahsoka, Mace Windu, Plo Koon, and Jedi Knight Anakin all have their own ships for the Galactic Republic. And Mace Windu has a capital ship. Now, Mace Windu's capital ship is the best babysitter for those Galactic Republic ships until you are able to unlock the Negotiator. And so working on these characters early is going to be huge. Basilan, as you guys know, is actually going to be needed for your Jedi Knight Revan team in order to unlock Jedi Knight Revan. But she can be broken away with some other Jedi. Once you see the team that we have for Jedi Knight Revan, and use in that perspective. Very good on defense, can actually counter Empire with her bonus protection, with her battle meditation, and things like that. So good team to actually have there. Moving on to number 6. We have got Separatists led by Nute Gunray. Nute Gunray is going to be an early farm as you can get him out of squad shipments. But you also have the bugs on here. Geonosis Soldier, Geonosis Spy, and Sunfac. And so these guys are going to be very, very big for ships as well. Those 3 with the Geonosian ships. And then we've got Count Dooku. And Count Dooku can be a pain in the butt. This team actually changes later on in the game. So you actually can take these guys up gear-wise as far as you want for the most part. Count Dooku's needed for Sith Eternal Emperor, which is a galactic legend. And then bugs can be used to get Padme. And so you're going to want to actually gear these guys. Great team to actually have. Nute Gunray is very, very tricky to get around, especially early in the game. Nute Gunray, with his dubious dealings, is a pain in the butt. So great team to have for Grand Arena defense, to be completely honest with you. I probably wouldn't use him on offense so much. And again, this team is going to change. So once you get Poggle the Lesser and Geonosis Brood Alpha, which you'll probably have before you get the rest of the Separatists for Nute Gunray, that's going to be their own team with Geos. Great team to have. Obviously in the game, the Geo ships are going to help you with Darkside, some of the Darkside stuff with Tarkin, and getting into Zeta material challenges that happen 3 times a week, so you can get a total of 6 Zetas a week. And then Nute Gunray turns into Nute Count Dooku, Jango Fett, Wat Tambor, and usually I see a couple different variants out there with Separatist, whether it's Magna Guard, B2 Super Battle Droid, but you just want to have Separatist in there. All right, moving on to number 5. We have got First Order, General Hux led First Order. So General X, Sith Trooper, Captain Phasma, First Order SF TIE Pilot, and First Order Stormtrooper. Now, this is probably going to be more of a defensive team for you. You might be able to use them on offense as well. They can be really used either way. But the First Order is going to be very, very important with the beginning farm. By the time you hit a year, you should be able to unlock Supreme Leader Kylo Ren free to play. If you focus in on the First Order. These guys also have some ships to go along with them. General Hux has his own capital ship. And so this is a very important team to actually farm. Moving on to number 4, we have got our Imps, the Stormtroopers. So we got General Veers, Colonel Stark, Range Trooper, Moff Gideon, and Dark Trooper. The reason we chose this particular one, Moff Gideon and Dark Trooper, you get at the start of the game. And they're an easy nose to actually farm. Actually, all these characters are. But they're able to counter so much out there in Grand Arena. Night Sisters you're going to see early. Those bounty hunters that we had at number 9, they're going to be able to take them out. They should be able to take out Phoenix very easily. So they are going to be very helpful, not just in the early game, but mid-game as well as late game and end-game as well. Not to mention that Colonel Stark and General Veers are also needed for Sith Eternal Emperor. So they're going to be needed at Relics at some point as you get into your Sith Eternal farm. So they're going to be great for starting out and just be able to allow you to counter some teams that you might see on defense with Night Sisters, Bounty Hunters, and whatnot. So great team to have there. They're definitely an offensive team, not really used on defense. And they can counter Sith Eternal as you get into the late game, depending on how you have them geared and modded. So moving on to number 3. Number 3, we have got crew-led First Orders. That's Kylo Ren Unmasked, along with OG Kylo, First Order TIE Pilot, First Order Officer, and Fox, First Order Executioner. I've had this team on defense on my Hyperdrive bundle account, and man, this team gets me some great defensive wins actually in Grand Arena. Very hard to get over. Can be countered by Empire, but they are tricky to get through with that crew lead and the Zeta there on crew. So you're going to need these guys, obviously, for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, which, again, I've said over and over again, this is the character you really want to go after, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, when it comes to Galactic Legends. He should be your first Galactic Legend. He's going to allow you to do a lot of things over in Heroic Sith Raid, PvE content, PvP content, all around just a fantastic Galactic Legend character to have. One of the best right now in the game. First Order, though, here with crew, I would primarily suggest putting him on defense, although it can be used on offense. I like putting him on defense. It's hard for people to get through them. All right, moving on to number 2. We have got the Empire themselves. So, Palpatine and Emperor Palpatine and Grand Moff, or Grand Admiral Thrawn are both going to be unlocked through using our number 10 team, the Phoenix. And so you'll have these guys unlocked. This is a pure offensive team. Go along with Grand Moff Tarkin, who has a capital ship that you're going to want to use early. It's needed to get into those Zeta materials ship challenges there. And then we've got Darth Vader, which you'll naturally unlock and can start purchasing his shards through the ship store. And then TIE Fighter Pilot, who has a ship himself that you'll go in with Grand Moff Tarkin's team. And finally, number 1 is going to be another Jedi team with Jedi Knight Revan. Now, this team can be placed on offense or defense, especially early in the game. May actually be able to stop a lot of your opponents. This team can be every single team here on the list. But Jedi Knight Revan, Grandmaster Yoda, General Kenobi, Jolie Bindo, and Hermit Yoda. Now, if you watch my last video, Hermit Yoda, I feel like, should be one of your actual first farms when it comes to guild event tokens. So you want to go over there, farm him as soon as possible. Negotiator is probably going to be the first ship you use for GAT 2. Guild event tokens 2, and then there's guild event tokens 1. Guild event tokens 1 you're going to spend on this guy, Hermit Yoda. Jolie Bindo's needed to unlock Jedi Knight Revan, along with Basilan, So you'll be able to use those in tandem. And if you're in a decent guild, you should be doing Heroic AAT, which is the tank takedown raid. And so you'll be earning shards for General Kenobi that way. Grandmaster Yoda, you should be able to get fairly quickly with all the Jedi that are here on this list. And it should be pretty easy to get there with having Ezra, Kanan. You've got Jedi Knight Anakin, Plo Koon, Mace Windu. You've got Snips, Basilan, and Jolie Bindo. You should be able to get into Grandmaster Yoda very, very easily. It's a legendary event, 7-star. You can unlock them at 5 stars, and then 7-star obviously is going to be the ultimate way to go. Jedi Knight Revan is probably one of the easier, outside of Grandmaster Yoda, Palpatine, and Thrawn, one of the easier type of 7-star legendaries that are out there, journey events. So, and he definitely lasts throughout the game, in the mid game, into late game, in game, to be completely honest with you. So, these are your top 10 squads, my friends. Let us know down below in the comments, what are your top 10 squads that you feel like you should be taking in early on in the game when it comes to Grand Arena. Hopefully this video was very helpful for you guys. Good luck in all your Grand Arenas. Sign up is tomorrow. I hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July. Until next time, my friends, I'm going to go ahead and throw up the deuces. Peace out.
Something like this.